Hi, everyone. Welcome to Pondering God. My name is Ron Bay Jr., and today's episode is titled My King Solomon Funk. I wrote this piece about 2 years ago when I was still working, and I was in one of my melancholy moods, and so I wrote down my thoughts, thus the title, My King Solomon Funk. So here's how the story went. This week, while on my early morning walk, I found myself in a funk, a King Solomon-sized funk. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity, a striving after wind. I felt like Eeyore, walking around with a rain cloud over my head. I get that way sometimes. What brought it on that particular morning? It had to do with my writing. I write often and in many forms, such as my blogs, books, and emails for work. I can send an email at work to 60 people and get one response, and wonder if anyone even read it. I've gotten used to it at work to a certain extent. The same concept applies to my books and blog posts. Even though I know how many books I've sold or how many impressions a blog post receives, I rarely receive feedback. Did they read it? Did they enjoy it? Did it make them think? Inspire them? Bring a tear? A writer writes because he or she has something to say, and they want others to read what they've written. They want to make a difference in the lives of others, whether it's for entertainment, inspiration, encouragement, or to challenge someone's thinking. Nothing delights me more than to hear someone tell me how much they enjoyed one of my books. Not receiving feedback brings on self-doubt. So there I was, thinking, what does it matter what I write? Does anyone read it? Are all my efforts just striving after wind? Am I making a difference? A few hours later, while preparing lunch, my phone rang. A number came up on the screen that I didn't recognize, and unusually, I answered it. It was a friend of mine from church. Jim told me he had received my new book, Pondering God, the previous day, and since then he couldn't put it down. He went on and on about the different stories and how he related to them. He mentioned my Tom Sawyer references and the stories I related about raising my two sons and how my stories made him think of his own children. He liked the short chapters that allowed him to put the book down and then return to it later. As he spoke, I recognized tears in his voice. He said he was buying 10 books for all his grandkids. And then I became emotional. Curious, I asked him his opinion on the audience. Was this book suitable for mature Christians, new Christians, or non-Christians? He said that all groups would find these stories meaningful and relatable. I then asked him if he thought it would appeal to women as well as men. So he put his wife on the phone. She concurred with Jim. She said that women and men might relate in different ways, but that both would relate. Before the call ended, Jim and his wife committed to buying an additional 10 books for the women in her circle. When the call ended, I walked into my office, sat down in my chair, and then removed my glasses and wept. I knew that God had heard my doubts that morning and sent me his response. Keep writing, my son. What you're doing does matter. It matters to me. So there you have it, another episode of Pondering God. Look forward to more coming and look forward to talking with you again. Thanks. Have a great day.